Right, you lot. Aston Villa have been in the market for a new right back and apparently now left back for a little while, pretty much ever since Emery joined the club and then Moreno got his injury and has kind of looked like a shell since he come back. But as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, it would now appear that €30 million has been put aside for Emery's new fullback. Let's talk Villa. That is right, it would appear that Aston Villa have put a little bit of the funds in the war chest aside for FERDI Kadiglu. Sorry if I am butchering that name. A young player, I think he was originally from the Netherlands, but now plays international football for Turkey and plays in Turkey at club level for Fenerbahce. He is 24 years of age, can play left back and right back, and will probably cost around 30 million. There's been interest from Arsenal given his performances for Fenerbahce this season. Let's have a little look at his stats, what he's about and where he could fit in to this Aston Villa team. So as you can see on the team, currently wears the number 7 shirt for Fenerbahce, 24 years of age, like I said, primarily plays as a left back but can be deployed on the right hand side as well. He is right footed, so it does work both ways effectively. In terms of his player traits, touches, chances created and goals, he is in the top percentiles for compared to other fullbacks. As you can see this season, 1 goal, 3 assists in 30 games, getting an average match rating of nearly 8, which is insane. Only 3 yellow cards as well. His senior career started in the Netherlands, getting 70 games and 12 goals for a team that I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce. But since 2018 has been playing for Fenerbahce, getting 190 games and 17 goals to his name. We go down to his match stats here, and these are just obviously his previous 10 or so. And as you can see, he is just churning out performance after performance at an elite level this season. We scroll a little bit further down here as I readjust, and we go to his total stats this season, and as you will see, it seems like another bit of an Emery/Monchi masterclass, because only for 30 million, that doesn't seem like a lot of money in today's game for an elite level fullback. You will see there is a lot of green in these percentiles. Expected goals in the 95th percentile, again this is going to be against other fullbacks, and for XG on target. 24 shots this season, 9 on target, getting that 1 goal. His passing statistics are through the roof. It seems like he is a very, very creative player, and you'll see that from his possession stats as well. 3 assists, an expected assist of nearly 6, so his teammates slightly letting him down there. Nearly 1,400 successful passes at a completion rate of nearly 85%. I mean, those successful passes and expected assists literally put him at the top of that league, 100th percentile, 84 accurate long balls on an accuracy of 60%, 39 chances created this season. That puts him in the 98th percentile for that statistic, and a 33% cross accuracy. We look at his possession stats as well, 51 successful dribbles at a success rate of 62% overall, nearly 2,500 touches this season, 51 of those being in the opposition box, only being dispossessed 16 times and winning over 50 fouls. Defending wise, again, he's technically a bit weak on defending. I think most of the scouting reports that I've seen would suggest that. However, he's still won 41 tackles this season. He's won his tackles at a percentage of nearly 71, 181 duels won at a percentage of nearly 60, 21 aerial duels won. He's not the tallest player in the world, so I'll let him off for not having a great percentage on that. 28 interceptions, 7 blocks, 28 fouls committed, 212 ball recoveries, and like I say, only the 3 yellow cards. Seems like a bit more of an attacking fullback option, which says to me perhaps Emery does see Ezri Konsa as a bit of a defensive fullback, and then maybe we bring in Mario Hermoso and that blends into a back 3. But let's just go through one more scout report of FERDI KADIOGLU and then get into all of that good stuff. But at the moment, he seems like an absolute offensive master weapon that Emery could deploy down the left or right. So here again we look at his Super League stats from the 23-24 season. Full 90s played 16, he's 24 years old like it says, and this is percentile ranks compared to other left backs. So for shooting, again 65th percentile there in terms of overall. You can see the non-penalty goals are a little bit low, but his non-penalty XG is actually quite high, and his open play shots is also quite high as well. In terms of creativity, look at that right at the top, 96.3 assists, expected assists, key passes, deep pass completions, passes completion in the box. I mean, look at that. You receive that from Domino's, you're probably only going to complain a little bit about the 3 dodgy slices. That's a decent pizza, guys. Receiving, 97th percentile. Again, this is more about his possession play and carrying. Receiving and carrying, as you can see there, both in the 97th percentiles in terms of carries, dribbles completed, progressive carries, where he's receiving the ball in the final third, his XG in build-ups of goals as well. His passing, 99th percentile. Defending, 29th percentile. You can see why I said he is very much more of an attacking fullback option, maybe even more of a wing-back option for Emery to deploy. We know Emery likes his wing-backs to attack or his full-backs to attack. We've seen that this season. Moreno and Digne always on the overlap. Konsa getting his first goal in 3 years playing that right-back position. Matty Cash has got 3 or 4 goals this season and always is bombing down the wing. So why not get one of the best to do it, eh? And where do I see FERDI sitting into this team? Well, for the longest time, Aston Villa have appeared to have serious interest in Jermaine Frimpong, who is obviously primarily a right back, but a very attacking one. I believe he's got over 10 goals and 10 assists for Bayer Leverkusen this season. However, Xabi Alonso is staying at Bayer. They're going to win the Bundesliga, aren't they? So they'll be in the Champions League next year. And I think to tempt Frimpong away from there at the moment in the system they play, I think Villa have probably realised it's a non-starter. And even if we did, he's probably played himself into being worth 80+ million the way him and Grimaldo have been playing over in Germany. This seems like a fantastic option considering Frimpong isn't on the table. Obviously, Luca Digne attracting major interest from Saudi Arabia. Alex Moreno has not been the same player since he has come back from that injury he sustained against Liverpool last season, and it's looking like we are going to want a new left back for next year as well as a new right back. Perhaps now Emery has switched his focus from wanting the right side of our pitch to be the more attacking one, which makes sense considering we'll have Leon Bailey up there who you want to be able to stay forward. And again, possibly looking at making that left hand side a little bit more attacking. Generally, we have the cover of a John McGinn on the left who does do the dirty work defensively, and if we wanted to keep Konsa deployed as a right back, possibly have Mario Hermoso, who I've done a video on, go back on the channel and check it out, and Pau Torres creating a back 3 when we're in possession. That allows FERDI to bomb forward down the wings and be a creative outlet, swinging balls into the box, possibly to Joshua Zirkzee, check the last video on that as well, and Ollie Watkins, who are both massive aerial threats, and I could see that being an option, merging into a back 3, allowing him to do his thing in, stepping into midfield a bit like Trent does, getting forward down the wing and allowing John McGinn to cut in and creating that kind of 3 block in midfield, and especially to win back possession, having John McGinn in the middle of the park, and then you have your left back up high. You've got 3 fantastic defenders, 2 of which are elite one-on-one defenders in Pau Torres and Ezri Konsa. So you kind of don't worry as much about them being exposed. It allows FERDI to do his creative masterclassery that he likes to do. 30 million, welcome to Villa.